Bike safety trends, cars, e-bikes, and visibility. Hi folks, this is Charlie Fuller, and I want to tell you about a Tuesday morning last spring. It's about 6:15 in the morning, the sun was just barely coming up, and I'm on my bike doing what I always do. I turn left on Maple onto the main road that cuts right through to the middle of town. A pickup truck came around the corner faster than it had any business coming. He didn't see me, but I saw him. And that's the only reason I'm here talking to you right now. I've been riding 100 miles for weeks, years, and here's what I've actually learned. I've gotten better at riding in traffic. Not because the traffic has gotten better, but because I have. Now today I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk about visibility. That's why I've got this shirt on. About how the roads have changed, about the small decisions that, in my experience, make the difference between getting home safely and becoming another accident statistic, and how to become a senior road warrior. We're right in the middle of cycling season, so this is a good reminder for all of us. When you're on a bike, you cannot afford to assume other people are going to see you or do the right thing. Whether an accident is your fault or not, if you're the one that gets hurt, that's the problem, okay? That's why you have to take a proactive approach to your own safety. Now, my wife isn't in the best of health, and she depends on me every day. My job is to make it home safely. Because of that, I'm not looking for the fastest route, I'm looking for the safest route. Now, sometimes that means taking a quieter road. Sometimes it means stopping a few extra seconds to make eye contact with the driver before crossing an intersection. Sometimes it means waiting until I know the driver and I have the same goal, getting through the intersection safely. Those few extra seconds are a small price to pay for making it home. And for me, that's always my priority. I've come to believe that if you're going to ride today, especially if you're over 50, you have to become what I call a senior road warrior. Now, I don't mean someone who's aggressive or thinks that they own the road. I mean someone who understands one simple truth. You cannot control distracted drivers. You can't control impatient drivers. You can't control drivers who think bicycles don't belong on the road. You can control how prepared you are. A senior road warrior isn't trying to win arguments with cars. That means 6 habits have become part of every ride. First habit, stay visible at all times. Don't assume drivers see you. Make it impossible for them to miss you. Bright reflective clothing, front and rear flashing lights, even in broad daylight. Visibility isn't about fashion anymore. It's about survival. Second, ride like you're invisible. Now, I know that sounds strange, but it's one of the safest habits you'll ever develop. Never assume a driver sees you because they looked in your direction. Never trust a turn signal. Never trust eye contact by itself. Trust what the vehicle actually does. Are the tires rolling? I've learned to assume I'm invisible until that driver proves otherwise. Third, think 10 seconds ahead. I'm constantly scanning. Cars pulling out of driveways. Someone's opening a door. Loose gravel. Dogs. Pedestrians. An experienced rider is always asking, if something goes wrong right now, where's my escape route? You need to be thinking 5 seconds ahead. Fourth, ride predictably. Drivers aren't mind readers. Ride a straight line. Signal clearly. Avoid weaving through traffic. The easier you are to predict, the easier you are to avoid. Fifth, choose safety over speed. Now, I don't care if I lose 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll stop. Sometimes I'll wave a car through. I become like a traffic cop and tell them to go first. Sometimes I'll take the longer route. Those extra minutes have never bothered me. Not getting home would. And finally, keep your head on a swivel. Use your mirrors. Look over your shoulders and listen. Pay attention to your instincts. More than once I pulled off the road because something just didn't feel right. Now, experience teaches you to respect that little voice. Visibility isn't just a courtesy anymore. It's a survival strategy. That's exactly why becoming a road warrior matters more today than it did 10 years ago. Cars are faster. E-bikes move faster. Drivers are more distracted. The margin of error has gotten smaller. So let's talk about visibility, because visibility is your first line of defense. The road has given me more than I can measure. It's given me health. It's given me confidence. It has given me thousands of peaceful miles. And I respect that gift every time I throw my leg over my bike. At 85 years old, I don't ride to prove how tough I am. I ride because I love it. And I want to keep riding for many years. That's why I've become a senior road warrior. Not because I'm fearless, but because I've learned that getting home safely is more important than getting there quickly. Remember, you don't have to ride the fastest. You don't have to ride the furthest. All you have to do is ride smart enough to come home. I'll see you on the road. This is Charlie. Stay safe.